These are the TaoTronics SOUNDELITE 71 wireless stereo earphones, and they have a claimed battery life of around 20 hours, and this is a continuation of my mission to find Bluetooth headphones that stay in my ear, sound good, and allow me to wear my sunglasses without being uncomfortable. So let's have a look at what's inside the box. Okay, so let's start off with that, I suppose. So we've got USB cable for charging. We've got loads of attachments for different size lug holes. Obviously a little case, some paperwork, and the actual headphones themselves. So these are the magnetic type, which are great for basically attaching themselves around your neck so they don't easily get lost, which is another issue I have with the recent ones that I've tried. And yeah, that's your control thing. So I suppose you charge it there. That's your receive call, pause, volume control, forward and back. And that's kind of one reason why I purchased these, because you've got these that kind of fit into your ear, give you a bit of isolation, allow you to get a bit of decent bass, and then this kind of supports the headphone in your ear. And that's kind of the issue that I've had with the kind of Apple EarPod style ones. They just kept falling out of my ear. Then I bought the other type that like the ear kind of plug pod type things, and they just sounded awful unless I really pressed them into my ear. And then they didn't really work very well, and then I had issues of them not connecting to each other. Long story short, I've had a nightmare with them. So I'm hoping this is going to be the answer to my issues. I'll be able to wear my sunglasses, listen to my podcasts and music while out walking the dog. So I'm going to take about a week, give these a go, and then I'll report back. Okay, a few days have passed. I've been using these for walking the dog, going to the shops and so forth. And so far, battery-wise, I haven't charged it up and the battery is still strong. So I reckon at medium volume, you would definitely get around 15, maybe even 20 hours. But with phone calls and slightly higher volume, I would expect, I suppose, between 6 to 10 hours realistically. The fitment is really, really good. I've changed the little kind of poddy bits there. I don't know what you call them. The ear lug penetration thingamajig. That sounds wrong. But I've changed those to slightly smaller ones, and they fit absolutely perfectly. They do not move. I can literally tug on them and they stay in ear. So that's really impressive. The sound quality, I would say that the mid-range is slightly boosted. So it does sound clear. It's really good for easy listening music and podcasts. I would say that if you're into drum and bass and rock music or anything that's a little bit heavier and a bit more complicated, maybe these aren't the headphones for you. But then again, they are only £18. But yeah, for myself, I listen to a lot of podcasts and some music, so they're really good for that. Bass on these, yeah, as I said, is poor. So I would say I would give the bass 2 out of 5 on this, but overall sound quality, considering they're £18, I would say is a 4 out of 5. Call quality when making or receiving phone calls is really quite good. I think that boosted mid-range really does help with the call quality. Apparently there is a built-in mic, so it will do active noise cancellation while making and receiving phone calls. I've had no issues hearing and communicating to the other person on the line, and the person that I've been communicating to has said that they can hear me extremely clearly even while walking through the high street and there's lots of noise and traffic around. So that's really good. Very easy to use. Middle button is the on-off button, and it also allows you to pause your music, and also allows you to answer and end a phone call. The two outer buttons, if you just touch them quickly once, or push the button down quickly once on either side, that's your volume control, and if you press and hold them, that's your forward or back button. Charging is very easy. You just lift the flap up, insert your USB cable in there, and it charges up, and there's an indicator to let you know that it's charging, and it also allows you to know when it's finished charging. So placing them in the ear is dead simple. Literally just push them in, and that's it, and they are solidly in the ear. And I have some glasses here, so as you can see, I can wear glasses, it doesn't interfere, so that's really good too. Overall, I would say that these are a decent pair of earphones, and I'm really quite happy with them. I will be keeping them, and they will be my daily driver. The only thing that I would say is if you're really into your music, I would probably recommend getting a slightly more expensive pair of earphones. If you're just into easy listening and into podcasts like I am, these are really very good for £18. So let's just talk quickly about the specifications of the headphones before I wrap things up. So it does support the aptX technology. Apparently it's better than CD quality sound. Personally, I can't tell any difference using the toggle switch within the phone settings. Reason being is the headphones just aren't high enough quality to be able to tell the difference. It does support Bluetooth 5, so you've got better range, you've got better battery life, and I have done the sync test watching Netflix and YouTube, and I can report there is no lip sync issues, there's no delay, which is really good because a lot of the older headphones did have an awful problem with that. So overall, they're really good headphones. I mean, this was just a quick kind of overview and review of these headphones, but for £18, they're really good. You can't go wrong, and I would recommend them as long as you're not expecting too much and you're into sort of like really kind of audiophile music, or even classical rock music, anything that's too complicated, because they do struggle, especially if you turn the volume up. But for easy listening, everyday headphones, they're really good. Okay, thanks for watching.